Good evening, honored guests, members of the Board of School Directors, administration, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, our graduates. Welcome to the 64th Annual Daniel Boone Area High School Commencement. During this time, I'm reminded of a quote. What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Today, our graduates can take a moment and recognize how far they've come. We hope that this commencement offers parents and families the opportunity to reflect upon yesterday, appreciate today, and anticipate tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner by the Daniel Boone Area High School's Select Choir under the direction of Miss Erin Ben. Class of 2020, today marks the end of an era for all of you sitting here. Graduation is a landmark in life. But as you say farewell to the well-known friends and teachers, the door closes on your high school years, and you also open the door to your future. Your future is yet to be written. The possibilities are endless. This is cliché, I know, but it's true. Take each day as a challenge to be great, and end each day with the feeling of comfort knowing you did your best to strive for greatness. At Daniel Boone Area High School, you've had the opportunity to grow, fail, try again, and to constantly strive to learn more, know more, be more. At each turn during your high school career, you have been impressively setting new bars for those who will walk these halls after you. Blazers, now is your time to use all of that knowledge and skill that you have acquired to succeed in whatever path you choose. To our educational partners, the parents, we are fortunate and grateful to have partners like you supporting and assisting us over the years. On behalf of all the staff here at Daniel Boone, please accept my heartfelt thanks for the best gift you could have ever given us as educators, which has been the pleasure of watching your children learn as students and grow into the wonderful young adults before us today. Class of 2020, we celebrate some of your accomplishments today, but there is so much more to each of you that can be shown here. You are all 261 unique individuals, each with your own unique academic, theatrical, musical, and athletic talents. As a class, you are truly one of a kind, even more than you might know right now. Due to the unprecedented events of this year, your class unintentionally became revolutionaries. You were at the forefront of the single largest paradigm shift to our nation's public education system, participating in classroom that spans miles, completing coursework digitally, and turning in assignments with a keystroke. You took the changes in stride. This time is forever marked in our nation's history, and you will always be able to say that you were a part of it. As Boone's first class to truly embrace virtual learning, you rose to the challenge and overcame it. A quote from Theodore Roosevelt summarizes my hopes and dreams for you. He said, "Believe you can, and you're halfway there. In life, half the battle is believing in yourself." Well, we believe in you, Blazers, so believe in yourselves. Over the course of your high school career, you have shown tremendous perseverance, confidence, and grit to overcome monumental challenges. With each achievement, your strength grows. Use that strength as you travel down your path to overcome obstacles, as there will be many. Along your journey, don't forget your roots and remember to always stay positive, even in the face of adversity. Class of 2020, your indelible imprint on the Daniel Boone Area High School will never be forgotten. Though you were only here for a short stint, the moments and the memories created will last a lifetime. As I end here today, Benjamin Franklin once said, "One today is worth two tomorrows." Live life to the fullest, class of 2020. Always reach for your dreams. I wish you all the best for the future. I would like to now welcome Dr. Brett Cooper, our superintendent.
Good evening, and welcome Blazer Learning Community. We are here this evening to recognize the efforts of the class of 2020. Certainly your support and devotion, along with their hard work, commitment, and dedication, were paramount in shaping these young people's lives and this evening's success. Graduating class of 2020, one word and one word only comes to mind when I think of your class, and that one word is resiliency. Resiliency is defined by Merriam-Webster as an ability to recover from or adjust easily to adversity or change. Although not easy, you have and continue to endure a global pandemic in COVID-19. You have shown consistent perseverance in having to adjust to events such as this commencement ceremony, scholarship award ceremony, Mr. Boone, to name only a few, via virtual platforms. You've had to come to terms with final year spring athletic seasons, spring musical concerts and events, as well as many planned senior activities being canceled. You have missed opportunities to share in senior experiences with your closest friends in a face-to-face manner, obviously excluding screen time. You've had to move to a remote e-learning online platform for your final quarter of schooling and have done so with significant humility. It is the intent to honor your school year's accomplishments in a traditional commencement ceremony towards the end of July, state guidelines permitting. Please know that all members of our Blazer Learning community empathize with what you have had to endure through these challenging and uncertain times, and as the adults of the community wish there were more we could do within our control to take on some of that misfortune bestowed. I encourage you to take what you have had to endure over the past nearly 3 months and use it as motivation to begin the next chapter in your lives. Use what you know, as well as what you have learned, to go out and make a difference in the world. A difference that will prevent future generations from having to experience these same events that you have so graciously had to. Use it to tell the story of resiliency and perseverance, so that you can pass along the strength and fortitude you've gained for the benefit of future generations. I leave you with the words from retired American track and field athlete Jackie Joyner-Kersee. Don't follow in any footprints, make your own prints, because you are the future of tomorrow. Daniel Boone Area High School graduating class of 2020. Go out there in the world and do the great things that I know you can. Thank you.
Good day, Daniel Boone, graduating class of 2020. I'm Sergeant Campanelli with the Pennsylvania Army National Guard, the Recruiting and Retention NCO of Daniel Boone. I would like to congratulate all of you on completing your senior year during less than ideal times. I know in January you imagined this day and the last few months very differently, but you have all pressed through the adversity and made it to this milestone and accomplishment in your life. Being able to adapt and overcome the environment you are faced with is an essential principle in the military, and you have all accomplished that beautifully. Well done and mission accomplished. This graduating class now takes on a variety of different missions depending on the individual. Some will continue their education, some will begin life in the workforce, some are selflessly joining the military as full-time members, while others are joining the military while continuing their education at the same time in a reserve status. Whatever your mission may be, I know you will approach it with the same ability to adapt as you did the second half of your senior year. You will never forget this unique circumstance and your unique graduation. You will carry it with you to success in the future. I would like to take a moment to congratulate and welcome the newest members of the United States military. These young men and women represent the future of the armed forces and have decided to protect the freedom this country represents. So I wanted to take a moment to say congratulations on becoming part of the 1% of the population that takes an oath to protect the United States of America. On behalf of the Army National Guard, I would like to say welcome and thank you. Lastly, I would like to say one last time, congratulations to all of you and good luck in your future endeavors. Thank you for the opportunity. I am truly honored. Congrats, class of 2020.
Hello everyone, my name is Courtney Scheckler. Some of you may not know who I am, since I spend most of my time working behind the scenes, but you may know me as the girl in the hallway with the brightly colored hair. I never thought I would be here speaking to all of you at graduation, but I am honored to be here. As the curtain closes on our senior year, now is the perfect time to reflect on the past 18 years of our lives. As a class, we've experienced some of the most tragic events in recent history. We were born around 9/11, and we're graduating during a global pandemic. Two of the most important moments in our lives have been marked by a tragedy, but we cannot let this define us. During times like these, we can't focus on the negatives. As we begin to head our separate ways, we should try to remember all of the good times we've had together. We have tackled so many firsts as a class. We were the last kindergarten class in the Monocacy Kindergarten Center and the first in what was the Monocacy Elementary Center. We were given challenges to overcome, and we have always come out the other side. We were introduced to the iPads halfway through our high school careers, and we adapted. We have also had so many good times together. Things like our class trips, recycling in 8th grade, and going to see our first Mr. Boone as high schoolers. Think about the times we've come together to help others. One that comes to mind is the amount of lives we've saved donating blood. There are so many amazing things that we've done as a class, and those need to be our focus when it matters most. We also can't forget all of the friends we've made and experiences we've had outside of our class. Some of my favorite memories involve the shows I've been a part of. Putting your blood, sweat, and tears into a production is completely worth it to hear the audience cheer on opening night. I would encourage all of you to look back at the positive experiences you've had at Daniel Boone as our time here comes to an end. Before I'm finished, I would like to say a few thank yous. To start, I would like to thank all of the teachers I have had and my parents for believing in me throughout my time in school. I would also like to thank Mrs. Driehaus for taking the theater company under her wing and making it one of the best things I've been a part of this far in my life. Next, I would like to thank Ms. Schreiner for putting up with me for the past 4 years and having one of the most fun classes I have ever been a part of. I would also like to thank everyone in the theater company. I have met so many talented and hardworking individuals, and all of you have helped me make some of the best high school memories that I know I'm never going to forget. I have also made some of my best friends through the theater company, and for that, I will be forever grateful. And last but definitely not least, I would like to thank all of you for coming on this long journey with me. You have all helped shape me into the person I am today, and I don't think I would be sitting here speaking to all of you if it wasn't for all of you. I wish you all the best, and we can come out of this stronger.
Around 3500 BC, we created the wheel. Around 206 BC, we created the magnetic compass. Around 1440, we created the printing press. Did you know that despite being invented in 400 BC, the screw was only used to hold materials together starting in the 15th century? Or that Ben & Jerry's currently sells 54 different flavors of ice cream? Well, someone knew. Somewhere in the last couple thousand years of brilliant human ingenuity, someone added the first Ben & Jerry's ice cream, which, unsurprisingly, was vanilla. And someone figured out that screws make a pretty good tool for fastening objects. I mean, seriously, take a moment to feel the chair you're sitting on. No, really, reach down and touch it. Is it cold metal, soft fabric, or something else perhaps? How many hours of human thought were put into keeping those 4 legs stable on the ground? Or, if you're unfortunate enough to be sitting in a wobbly chair, how many more hours of human thought need to be put in? With so many things to appreciate in the world, I find it easy to get lost in the complex machinations of problem solving. But with all we've created, it's a miracle that the most complex machine of all is gathered here with us today. People. Remember that chair I had you feel earlier? Well, there's another purpose to that. The real miracle in that exercise is that of the human sense of touch. The human hands can tell the difference between a smooth surface and one with a ridge of height 13 nanometers. That's roughly the size of a large molecule. But the adaptability of the human hands means little without the ambition of the human heart. At the center of every material construction is an idea, and at the center of every school are its students. The miracle we are gathered here today to witness is that of human perseverance. That every one of you listening endured stresses and challenges I cannot even begin to imagine, for 12 hard years, and still showed up to listen to me speak. And so the question we have to ask ourselves is why? Why go through all that effort? And the answer is because school offers more than just knowledge. It offers perspective. Most of us live under the fairly safe assumption that we reside in a stable world following a stable timetable of events. We wake up every morning to an alarm set the night before and begin a routine created years in advance and developed through a lifetime of practice. But the truth is, until we open the door towards a new day, we cannot be sure that the world we are walking into is the same as the world we left behind. The perspective that school gives is that humanity does not walk towards the future. We crawl. We crawl towards the endless dreams of the vastness of the universe and the very principles that govern our lives. But every once in a while, we leap into the abyss of the unknown, and our feet are met with stable ground. When we rise to see our new position, we may do so from a greater perspective. Most of us experience these leaps suddenly. One day we wake up, proceed through our morning routine, and open the door to a different world and a different humanity than we left behind. For all those graduating here today, today is one of those days. The world you left behind last night is not the same as the one that greeted you this morning. Now, going into that new world, each of us has the opportunity to find a foothold in the unknown, so that one day, the generations after us may gain a greater perspective. I wish you all the best of luck in your journeys, and thank you for your support.
Good evening, everybody. It is a disappointment that, due to excessive concern and the decisions of our government and school district officials, the class of 2020 will not be able to celebrate our accomplishments through a traditional graduation ceremony. Through high school history classes, we have learned about the United States as a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Countless patriots and soldiers have sacrificed their lives to defend the American flag and the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. However, during this pandemic, it seems we have lost many of those rights. Individuals are being told they must stay home. Local businesses are losing their rights to operate. Nursing homes and hospitals are allowing no visitors to the sick and lonely. Unemployment is rising. People are being stripped of once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. All of this because the government has decided to take over our lives in order to flatten the curve. It is very hard to remain optimistic during such times, but we still must focus on the positives. It is an awful shame we must celebrate our graduation virtually, but we are all moving forward with our lives. We are the future of America. It will be in our responsibility to ensure America remains a great nation. Today, the class of 2020 is celebrating our transition into the next stage of our lives. We will all follow different paths, but no matter which path we take, we must work hard and be kind. Through hard work, success will be obtained. As members of the class of 2020, we will push through life and strive for greatness. We are not defined by the unfortunate circumstances of today. We will continue to be determined and seize the opportunities presented to us. As Mark Twain said, the dictionary is the only place where success comes before work. In addition to working hard, the class of 2020 must be humble and kind. It's not necessary to invent a miraculous machine, cure a disease, or solve world hunger to make the world a better place. Each person can better the world by making others happy. Whether it be volunteering, spending time with a lonely person, giving to those in need, or simply making others smile, kindness is the most powerful instrument for happiness, and a happy life is a successful life. Kindness and happiness will make one feel much richer than wealth does. So while a paycheck is important, it is not the determining factor of one's success. A life full of kindness and hard work will prove successful. There will be bumps down the road, but with perseverance, anything can be overcome. Whether you are joining the workforce, attending a trade school or college, or serving in a branch in the U.S. military, God bless you, and may your hard work be rewarded. Thank you.
Mrs. Olafson, as president of the Daniel Boone Board of School Directors, please join me at this time for the declaration of graduation.
All members of the class of 2020 that will be presented here this evening have satisfactorily completed the necessary requirements for graduation. With the power vested in me by the Pennsylvania Board of Education, I hereby declare the class of 2020 graduated from Daniel Boone Area High School. Congratulations, everyone.
Nolan Michael Cremai.
David Connor O'Brien.
Courtney Elizabeth Scheckler.
Sarah Marie Zamicelli.
Jacob Ian David Santos.
Ali Crespo Santos.
Samantha Victoria Esparajan Mejia.
Alicia Lois Aha Kinian.
Arthur Lee Alexander III.
Christopher E. Angstadt.
Madison Grace Armstrong.
Bailey Victoria Bannock.
Mary Ellen Alicia Morales.
Patrice Renee Becker.
Kyle Dylan Burnett.
Jonathan Ward Berry.
Rachel Ann Biggerstaff.
Kalindra Dine Billy Redfeather.
Colin Michael Bliss.
Alyssa Rhiannon Blood.
Austin Eric Bonnets.
Alyssa Lee Brandlin.
Jared Michael Brendel.
Ethan Daniel Brown.
Abigail Dawn Bolofka.
Jacob Nathaniel Burkhart.
Madeline Rose Butts.
John Robert Cahill.
Madeline Louise Carbo.
Morgan Faye Carruthers.
Dawson James Cheney.
Michaela May Check.
Salvatore Michael Sheffo.
Nicholas James Christiana.
Stephanie Ann Crupsella.
Abby Rachel Cleaver.
Alonzo William Clegg IV.
Shannon Nicole Coburn.
Ryan Christopher Cochran.
Chase Tyler Conaway.
Christopher Timothy Confer.
Kobe Tyler Conway.
Ryan Francis Kokenauer.
Raylyn Monique Crawford.
Kieran James Crozier.
Jason Edward Cucalino.
Madison Elizabeth Cunningham.
Logan Michael Dallas.
Carlina Jane Davis.
Ethan Scott Davis.
Andre Charles Nocum Duinin.
Evan Anthony DeBlaze.
Kelsey Nicole Decker.
Anthony David DeFusco.
Kimberly Delgado.
Justin Timothy DeMild.
Paige Elizabeth DePrefontaine.
Nicholas Catalino DiCampello.
David Robert Diedemann.
Caitlin Paige DeFuria.
Devin Michael Dalla.
Joseph Edward Donahue.
Tegan Jerry Duffy.
Joseph Patrick Duffy.
Taylor Patrice Dugan.
Trinity Yolanda Kai Dunbar.
Kyra Janae Duncan.
Ryan Patrick Dunyan.
Ryan Francis Ellis.
Haley Kate Engel.
Chloe Mara Erb.
Nicholas David Phelan.
Danielle Shannon Farrell.
Brady Shane Ferguson.
Ariana Jade Fedoroff.
Michaela Nicole Flaherty.
Mason James Fontana.
Sean Michael Fontana Jr.
Everett William Fry.
Alexandra Lena Friend.
Zachary Frank Fulmer.
Aria Angelina Gagliardi.
David Joseph Gans.
Aaron Brad Gibson.
Riley Egan Goddard.
Devin Ray Goldman.
Jace Dylan Streeter Grant.
Haley Jean Groff.
Aiden Robert Grosser.
Dalton Joseph Michael Gurley.
Jason Christopher Javotis.
Alexander David Hackett.
Keely Heather Hackett.
Ethan Jacob Hagopian.
Noah James Hallman.
Jackson Edward Hamill.
Ryan James Hand.
Amelia Nicole Harley.
Austin Tyler Harris.
Andrew David Hartzman.
Allison Lee Hatfield.
Kayla Dawn Heffron.
John Alexander Heller.
Taylor Lee Henderson.
Ava Jane Henschel.
Caitlin Morgan Hilbert.
Logan Shane Hinkle.
Rocco Joseph Hirschman.
Daniel Edward Hojanowski.
Emily Ann Horn.
Kobe Dane Hauk.
Riley Patrick Hauk.
Zachary Joseph Huddleston.
Noah Thomas Humphreys.
Brianna Nicole James.
Amanda Marie Johnson.
Jonathan Edward Jones.
Jaden Joseph Justiniano.
Vivian Josephine Case.
James Aaron Casker.
Tanis John Kay.
Sylvia Kedis.
Carly Marie Kiefer.
Daniel Paul Kerr.
Brian Vu Ku.
Paul Alexander Kingsbury.
Valerie Joanne Click.
Harrison Lloyd Nur.
Andrew Jeffrey Knoller.
Jennifer Anna Kovach.
Lacey Brianne Kraus.
Zachary Thomas Kruger.
Daniel John Christopa.
Jeb Andrew Kurtz.
Noah Nicholas Kiriasis.
Aiden Joseph Landis.
Madison Lee Lange.
Addison Bridget Leahy.
Madeline Elizabeth Lee.
Jaden D. Leisure.
Nolan Harrison Litchfield.
Austin Reed Longin.
Molly Nicole Maggs.
Kelsey Elizabeth Majewski.
Michael Matthew Mara.
Ryan Christopher McAfee.
Arden Elise McCoy.
Caitlin Marie McCrone.
Moses John McDonnell.
Laurel Marie McDormand.
Trevor William McGowan.
Samantha Lynn McKim.
Danielle Maria Meals.
Dante James Means.
Dimitri James Meyer.
Miranda Lynn Millard.
Madison Sue Miller.
Juliana Lynn Morena.
David Tyler Moonen.
Elizabeth Mary Moore.
Gavin William Moore.
Angelina Carmen Morano Lemus.
Dominic Anthony Nave.
Serena Ray Nestor.
Danielle Nicole Newland.
Zachary Todd Newman.
Andre Lee Wynn.
Briley Viviana Nearance.
Elizabeth Ann Nitka.
Felicity Marie Norris.
Kyle Lewis Nunez.
Owen Christopher Nye.
Victoria Megan Pastor.
Jacob Merritt Pedrick.
Kyle Flynn Penrose.
David William Pinder.
Alex Lee Pingator.
Catherine Marie Polachek.
Erin Julia Powers.
Valerie Michelle Peretta.
Colby Kevin Pyle.
Caleb Aaron Ron.
Lucas James Rauchin.
Kendra Charlotte Reber.
Madison Elaine Reddick.
Marin Nadia Redica.
Chandler Alexander Reed.
Callista Marie Reed.
Brett Colin Reinert.
Ty Jacob Reinert.
Garrett William Reinhardt.
Benjamin Robert Reno.
Quentin Alexander Reyes Brown.
Madison May Rhodes.
Mackenzie Lauren Ring.
Alexis Lee Rios.
Sierra Evelise Rivera.
Katrina Ann Robbins.
Madeline Ann Rotter.
Isabella Audrey Rose Ruley.
Harrison Paul Rupert.
Daniel Zacharias Salguero.
Terrell Raheem Orlando Sanders.
Cole Aaron Shurin.
Ethan Alton Shucker.
Trinity Noel Schuler.
Renee Elise Scioli.
Colin Michael Sheeks.
Kaylee Ann Siderio.
Karina Carr Sidhu.
Melinda Lenore Simmons.
Kaya Hope Skolsky.
Brandon Mark Slayball.
Kylie Rose Slayball.
Aiden James Slifer.
Jocelyn Faith Slobodin. Jonah Peter Smith.
Taylor Renee Smith. Zoe Lauren Smith.
Jackson William Sora.
Sean William Spires.
Benjamin Marlin Spots.
Maxwell Alexander Stefanelli.
Chase Edward Stamen.
Alexis Jade Stein.
Race T. Stort.
Zachary William Stigora.
Samantha Nicole Stofflet.
Douglas Barry Bab Stroman III.
Harrison Cole Tarapchak.
Caleb Joseph Taylor.
Grace Olivia Templin.
Sean Aaron Pedro Newton Thomas.
Jacob Leon Trailer.
Jessica Whitney Troop.
Brianna Marie Tudoris.
Joshua Bruce Yuba.
Ethan Charles Unger.
Jessiani Valentine Mendez.
Michael Amir Vanderhorst.
Tanner Kirby Vanderslice.
Rosalie Noel Vega.
Brian David Wage Jr.
Danielle Teresa Walter.
Courtney Rose Weaver.
Lance Evan Weaver.
Teresa Ann Weber.
Savannah Sarah Weller.
Tristan Edward Whitehawk.
Larry Williams.
Nyla Mae Williams.
Trinity Ann Williams Romaldi.
Nicholas Ryan Willman.
Seth Tyler Winger.
Emma Alexandra Wiskowski.
Brianna Marie Lonich.
Torrance McKenna Wright.
Taylor Rose Yanzak.
Haley Savannah Yeworth.
Ian Matthew Yellenach.
Joshua Isaac Frankhauser.
Alexander Lee Welliver.
Benyat Rodriguez.
Will the president of the class of 2020, Miss Sarah Zamichelli, come forward for the traditional tassel change?
Class of 2020, at this time, please move your tassels from the right to the left side of your cap in recognition of earning your diploma.
Under the direction of Miss Margaret Oswald, the Daniel Boone Area High School's marching band will now play our alma mater. At this time, would the senior class president, Miss Sarah Zamichelli, and the junior class president, Mr. Noah Hoffmanner, please join me for the passing of the symbolic school key.
It is my honor to pass down the key to the school to the junior class president, Noah Hoffmanner. Congratulations on all of your accomplishments and continue to strive for excellence.
I accept this class key on behalf of the class of 2021, and I would like to thank the seniors and wish them luck in the next chapter of their lives.
I'm sure I speak for the most of us when I say this is not how any of us imagined we would experience our final months as students at Daniel Boone. For the past 3 years, we have watched the senior classes experience what is said to be one of the most exciting years of our lives. We have waited for our turn to plan a skip day for the class, pull a prank on the school, spend a day at Six Flags together, enjoy a breakfast at Shady Maple, sign yearbooks at the pool, and so much more. I don't think any of us saw this coming. The class of 2020 won't be defined by what we lost to this virus, but by how we responded to it. These are words from Malala, a Nobel Prize laureate who has spent her life fighting for education for all. We missed out on arguably the most exciting part of our senior year, but if this experience has taught us one thing, it is how to adapt and overcome. From the virtual Mr. Boone show, the at-home proms you have thrown, to the car parade organized by parents and students within the class in celebration of our graduation, we have not let these circumstances keep us from experiencing the moments we have looked forward to over these past 3 years. Our resiliency as a class is truly admirable, and I encourage each of you to continue to make the most out of every moment, no matter the circumstances. Rather than dwell on the experiences that were taken away from us, I want to express how grateful I am for the memories that we were able to share during our time together as seniors. We had our first day of school tailgate, where we took an endless amount of pictures that will forever reflect our excitement as we were entering our final year. Then we kicked off the year with the long-awaited Powder Puff game, where the pink team crushed purple and the cheerleaders put on an unforgettable halftime performance. We shivered outside while we waited for our class picture to be taken, and all wondered why the zero looked the way it did. The seniors took the win at the dodgeball championship game that was held during the homecoming pep rally. And then it was our senior breakfast, where we voted for our class song, colors, flower, and motto, and had breakfast served by Mr. Bailey in a questionable hairnet. I will forever remember these memories that we were lucky enough to share together as seniors. You never know the true value of a moment until it becomes a memory. But I know moving forward, we will value every moment we share with one another just a little bit more. On behalf of the class of 2020, I would like to thank the faculty and staff at Daniel Boone for every word of encouragement, every piece of advice, and every honest improvement you have had with us. And to the class of 2020, thank you for every moment we have shared over the past 13 years, and I hope to see you all soon. Thank you, and congratulations.